Bonjour. Good evening, everybody. We should now be live on YouTube. Indeed, we are. Pardon me. I'm your friendly neighbor host, Mr. Andre Harrison, aka Harrison 101. And welcome to a brand new series on here. Just finishing to settle these things up. But yeah, we're just about ready to go here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing all right. I hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday evening. Luckily, the heat's died down a little bit in London now, so it's not earth-shatteringly fuming. It's now just quite sticky on the official scale of how warm it is. No, it's not a good sign when it's like, what great weather we're having. Ugh. But so, like, we have a couple of guests joining us as well very shortly. So I'll sort that in just a sec. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hi. I hope everything sounds all right as well. If not, let me know. Da-da-da. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Dottie Plays as well. Nice to see you, man. Hope you guys doing all right. What's going to happen is I'm going to set up a watch together room with a King in here to when the race itself goes off, so syncing won't be an issue. We're just going to have the room, and we're just going to let the video basically just play out as it goes on. Because we were going to just have it on F1 TV and then just watch as it goes off in the background. Now, for those guys that you know, were a little bit concerned about you know, showing the videos, we're not going to actually show the race live on the Hangout screen because we all know the FOM's copyright department is a delightful, wonderful entity. But yeah, hopefully with a little luck, we're going to put it in a watch together room so that syncing hopefully isn't a problem, and we can just play it that way instead, because the whole race is up on Dailymotion. Yeah, remember that video making website? Yeah, that one. So we're going to be playing it through that. I'll put the link to said room to watch the race with us a little bit nearer the time, probably about 5-10 minutes away from the actual race itself. And I'll keep reposting it in the chat as the race goes on. Da-da-da-da-da. But I hope you guys are doing all right. Say hi if you're in the chat already. Miles is here. Hello, Brian. Nice to see you. But yeah, don't worry. There'll be a room for it. Body plays. Don't worry about it. We'll have it set up real soon. So let me know how you guys are doing in the meantime. So yeah, hoping for lights out about 8:30. Hey Jeff, nice to see you, man. One second. Yeah, like that's the thing, Brian. It's still absolutely on it's on F1 TV as well. No problem. It's just it's easier to keep it synced for everybody who's watching if we have it in a watch together room. Basically, watch together is basically a room where one person plays a video from any website and a bunch of people can watch it, and then basically one person's in control of the sync. So yeah, hope so that like if it wasn't going to be that, just telling people to play it and then watch along. Given that Google Hangouts have a few seconds of lag, I think it's about 7 to 10 seconds of lag, wouldn't have made it ideal. This way, everybody's in it together, basically, and we basically will be watching it in real time. Hi, Logie Bear. If you haven't already as well, please, if you can, leave a like, subscribe to the video as well. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm just gonna get King in here sorted out as well at some point, and he'll be in here. I think RJ's dropping in a little bit later. Also, I'm like waiting for my food to get here. Like writing all the takeout and Pepe's Peri Peri is taking about an hour and a half. Bastards. It's not ideal, but it's starting to give me a bit of a headache because I want food. I'm hungry, man. Whew, like me. Well, my camera's suddenly acting up. Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing cool. It's a little bit waiting. I'm having chicken and rice. It's my favorite. Joe, no, you've not missed anything yet, mate. We're not starting until about past. Still got a couple of people to get in here. Still waiting for people to sort some stuff out. So yeah, give it a few minutes. We'll be starting in about 15 or so. But yeah. Hi, Bandon. Nice to see you, mate. Hi, Toki. Hope you guys doing all right. The amount of people that still absolutely firing vitriol on Twitter over this take about the bloody, about the bloody cars being imbalanced in terms of performance. Not the best of takes. Let's put it that way. But the aftermath of Hungary 2018 still ringing very true. It's like, oh, hello, King's here. I didn't even hear the notification go off. My bad. Hello, sir.
It's cool. Everything's going great.
Bad news, everybody. King's got wilder hair than I have these days. It's not good.
Yeah, I need to go get a haircut.
You and me both. as you can see, we're clearly living our best lives at the moment. But say hi, chat. Ryan King is here. The potatoes to go with my meat. Make your own joke. That's it. But King, I know you're still catching up on things. But did you see the shenanigans that David Croft got up to earlier today?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. Kids, there's a valuable lesson to be learned on social media today, and that is always make sure you have a burner account. Like, no one is saying don't follow these sorts of people, but don't do it on the public account. People will find this out. Like, the digital footprint is too strong these days. Oh dear, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder what Crofty's strategy gonna be. Is he just gonna like just unfollow, just not acknowledge that it happened?
That's probably that's probably the best solution at this point. Just, you know, on the down low, just unfollow and just pretend it didn't happen, and then we'll all forget about it by the time Hungry rolls up on Friday. It's probably the smart play. Oh yeah, Miles. Yeah. He basically followed some dirty account that was just basically posting lingerie pictures all day. It was kind of funny. If you don't follow him, follow Callum at a can of Iron Brew. I know he's extremely Scottish. If you want to see the full evidence of that, it's funny as it sounds, but let's just say make sure you've got a backup account. But oh boy. Just checking the timeline as well, see if there's anything I've missed. The worst tweets from the German GP. Or as I like to call it now, the worst of @Vettel Leclerc on Twitter. That's a fun one. Yeah, well, I was saying, oh, so it was like the F1 following Asa Akira shit. Yes, that one. Good times. It's like, I think it was.
I'm afraid to know what Crofty's likes are like.
Oh Lord, oof. It's like a black hole. Once you go in there, there's no coming back. Right, we have the watch together link. So, I will pass that on in a minute. So, I'm going to put the link in the chat here, folks. There it is. Copy that link, or you click that link. And that will take you to the room that's actually showing the race. And once we get to about 8:30, we'll fire it up and we can all watch it together because it's all synced and we can all watch it at the same time. Lovely. Sorted. I can already hear the notifications of people joining in already. It's lovely. So, we'll get cracking on that one again about 8:30. We're in this for the long haul, King, but at least it's a good race. Oh, when I say good, I mean one of the best of the last 20 years. But, yeah. I'll get into story time with Dre about the prelude to this race in a little bit later on. But,
yeah, you can turn off the notification sound, by the way, if you just go into the sidebar for Watch Together.
Okay. Settings. Oh, not settings. Sidebar. Where's the goddamn sidebar?
It's the 3 bars on the top right-hand corner of the screen.
All right, background image, chat color. Oh,
it's going to be...
Sound. There we go. There we go. Got it. So it doesn't actually just sound like someone's blowing bubbles for the next half hour.
Yeah.
Good to know. Says asked on Twitter how many times has Tim and Tom Coronel followed me? I'd say at least a half dozen each. I don't know what they're doing with their accounts, man. It's like, do they really think they're going to go down well by following 300,000 people on Twitter, like, and then just like unfollowing people and then refollowing people? It's like it's clear they picked up a bot and it went way out of hand.
Seems like they don't care.
It's like if you took away all the bots or the inactive accounts like Twitter's been doing lately, I think Tim Coronel would have like 40 followers.
Yeah, whatever happened to Robo Race needs to happen to the Cornells.
Robo Race lost 150,000 followers. Oh dear. Brandon saying, planning to listen to the latest episode of Motorsport 101 tomorrow. Good man. Episode 151. Yeah, that went live on Sunday, I believe. If you haven't already, check it out. A certain someone in this chat room sung the French national anthem. Spoiler alert, it wasn't me. Honorary Frenchman and basically the fourth of King's burner teams to support at the World Cup actually technically won the damn thing.
Whoa. Third burner team.
I don't know. There was a list, King. It wasn't a good. You basically covered a quarter of the field. I was a bit concerned that you'd actually run out of countries if Croatia had actually won it. Yeah. It's a fun show, man. It's all about that. The Formula E season finale in New York, as well as the IndyCar Grand Prix of Toronto, where Joseph Newgarden hit a couple of marble patches and Scott Dixon basically put a footprint on the title already. It's not like they're racing in mid-Ohio this weekend or anything.
And there's only 5 races left.
5 races to go, and a race this time where Scott Dixon has won 5 times before this weekend. Oh boy. I'm already fearing that this IndyCar season might turn out to be a bit of a damp squib in terms of an actual title fight this year, which would be very sad. But Dixon's just been that consistent. What can you say? Everyone else in the field has made major goofs at some point or another, and Joseph's been very unlucky. Ryan Hunter-Reay started the season pretty badly, got up back the field after a brilliant weekend in Detroit. Alex Rossi's not quite the finished article yet, and he's too busy trying to mount Robert Wickens on a near weekly basis at this point. So, it's looking like it's Dixon's to lose, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes this weekend. While I was saying it, do you think Miami is actually going to happen, or is it another Manhattan? Nah, I think they'll get it together. I think there's too much money involved in that for it not to happen, and Liberty really wants a second race in America. And Miami's a nice, flashy sort of venue for an F1 race, so I don't see any reason why it wouldn't happen. It's just organizing a Grand Prix is hard. It's not as straightforward as just shut these roads off. Hey, we got a Grand Prix now. There's a lot of shit you got to go through first, but I don't see any reason why it doesn't happen. He also says MotoGP might not have a title fight, but at least F1 does. Are we sure about that? I may or may not have been punched in.
Still got a long way to go.
I may or may not have been punched in the gut this weekend regarding that. So, I talk about it during episode 152. It goes up later this week. I think Lewis is furiously in the editing booth as we speak, trying to crank that one together. But I was in the cynical camp of there's no way this is going to happen. Now I really want Sebastian to win the title. Like, I am now fully back on the narcotic, only because I don't ever want to see Vettel cry into the car after wrecking himself ever again. We have to believe now that there is no other way. Oh dear. Either that or if Ryan just blows up in Hungary, then it really is all over. Or something. Although, I would like to point out, at the end of 151, I did say Lewis Hamilton was going to win, just not in the fashion I expected. Way to go, me. I did a great job on that one. Yeah, I wouldn't put the MotoGP title race out of reach either, to be honest with you. I know Marquez has got a 46-point lead at the moment, but... Well, I say that, but then I also realize he's probably got 2 banker rounds left he hasn't even touched yet, and that's Aragon and Phillip Island, which he goes very well around. Dovi really does need to win at Austria in a couple of rounds' time. It's Brno next week. Only it's not even really a summer break anymore. It's only 2 weeks. So technically it's almost like every other MotoGP weekend now. It used to be a 3-week break. Now it's only 2. So they're back at Brno next weekend. I will know because I'm actually going to be there for that. So that'll be fun. But if the Ducatis are the biggest threat at the moment, and they've not been particularly good. And if anything, Lorenzo and Dovi are starting to take points off each other, which isn't going to help either. But I just don't think they're as good as they were last year, unfortunately. So, again, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Right, we're going to be going live in about 5 minutes, people. So if you haven't seen the link already, it's in the chat. Just scroll up on that one. Actually, I'll post it again just to make sure. But that's where the race is going to be live. Vlog for Brno? Probably not. I've not really got the video equipment for it. My camera's kind of shit, and it's not really working properly. So unless I do it all off a phone at some point, because iPhones are good enough now where you can feasibly do that, where you could piece together a video blog purely off iPhone footage. I'll see what happens. I might put a couple of clips on my Instagram page or something at Harrison 101 if you haven't followed me there already. But yeah, I might do. We'll see what happens. Got 20 people in here now. Nice. Second. Race room here. Ferrari at winning at Monza should be a given with the engine. Do not jinx this, Nor. If you've seen how homegrown Prix have gone for people so far this season, this might be a bit shit. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's have a look here. Copy link. Well, I might have the optimism, though, no, I really do. Also, King's in charge of the room, so who knows what could happen here. Always a good sign when just see a tweet saying Jose Mourinho claims that Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal have an advantage over Manchester United this pre-season. Thanks a bunch, Jose. Thanks for
not losing to the San Jose Earthquakes.
Well, draws are optimistic, right? Right? Yay. Ever the optimistic ones. Yep, we'll be going live in 3 minutes, people. Race, including the pre-race coverage, is going to be about 2:20 in terms of time for pre-race. I think it starts at Brundle's grid walk, everybody's favourite, and a bit of the podium as well. Well, Miles, but don't worry, we'll be spending 70 million on Willie, and Lord give me strength. You're not wrong, Miles. You're not wrong. God help us all. Oh dear. Like I said, just get on that watch together link. That's where we'll be playing it. Obviously, not directly here. If you want to hear us commentating over the top as well, it's a fun time for all involved because hey, we can't be any worse than James Allen. Problem is as well, it's 2005. It's Pete Kimi Räikkönen and James Allen, who, as anyone that watched early 2000s F1 will attest, James Allen loved Kimi Räikkönen like a newborn child, and he does quite well in this race. So, yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. You have been warned. Like, exceeding amounts of James Allen hamming it up is imminent. Don't say I didn't warn you. But going into this race, It was a strange one. Like basically, it was the 18th race of the 2005 season. I believe this was the season finale, wasn't it? Was it the last race? Or was there 19 in 05?
Ooh, I think there were 19 races.
No, quite right. There was 19 because the last race was in China. It was the penultimate round. Yeah, Fernando Alonso had already won the title at this point. Basically, this was the year where Bernie had enough of Ferrari winning all the time. He thought that Ferrari winning was going to kill the sport, so they changed the tyre rules around. So this was the first year in 05 where tyres had to last the entire duration of the race. Bridgestone had the faster sets of tyres, but they didn't have the durability that Michelin did, and so the Michelin runners, more specifically McLaren and Renault, took to the front of the field effectively, and it would take Ferrari about a year to catch back up again. They were much more competitive again in 2006, the year after.
Though, should we mention where Schumacher's only win of the season came?
05. Where was his only win? I've forgotten that one now.
Indianapolis.
We don't speak of that race around here. Anyone that knows Indianapolis 05 knows exactly what we're talking about there. But it was a bit of a topsy-turvy grid. Ralf Schumacher qualified on pole ahead of Jenson Button. Now, given that BAR Honda was actually pretty good back then, hey, Jenson on the front row, Toyota was still kind of finding themselves. All of his major rivals, apart from Fischer-Keller in the Renault, were way down the order. Michael Schumacher was starting in 14th. It was a changeable conditions session, so it was a little bit all over the place. Fernando Alonso was starting from 16th. Kimi Räikkönen was starting from 17th. Montoya starting from 18th. So most of the major contenders were starting pretty much at the back of the field on this one. So what could possibly go wrong for JB, right? Surely it would be his time. Right?
Today's the day.
Right. I hope to God Lewis isn't watching this. But King, are we ready?
Yes, I think we are ready, and I'll start the video now.
We are live on the Watch Together room. The pre-race coverage is now here, and hello, Jim Rosenthal, everybody. Long time no see, Jimmy, eh? We're getting all the pre-race too. Great.
Man, why couldn't ITV just play safe and stick with this?
I know, right? And I'm one of the guys that actually like the Moby theme. I know I'm in the minority who says this, but I thought Lift Me Up was pretty great.
I have no problem with the song. Just the graphics that went along with it.
Round 18, Japan. Yeah. Seriously, though, like, for me, this is the best track on the calendar. I friggin' love Suzuka. It's what the hardcores would call a proper track.
Because I'm pretty sure Suzuka is relatively a new track. Because number one, it was built by Europeans.
Was it Tilke?
No, it was not. It was not Herman Tilke didn't design it.
Yeah,
it was the person that Herman Tilke replaced. Yeah, the Dutchman Hans Hugenholtz. He used to be F1 circuit designer. He designed. He also designed Zolder the next year. He also the stadium section at Hockenheim. He designed that.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Can I just say, how high must he have been when he looked at Suzuka as land and goes, you know what? We need a figure of 8 here. What is going on with James Allen's hair?
But yeah, people forget that old Hockenheim, the stadium section used to be there. It used to like the track used to be like just 3 corners.
Oh yeah, it's true that. Oh yeah, the qualifying session where there may or may not have been a typhoon. Gotta love Japanese weather, everybody. Brundle with hair, says the chat. Kelly also going, oh my god, James Allen's hair. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, folks. Party in the front. Yeah, this track is absolutely bonkers. Oh, yeah, there it is during the heavy rain. Didn't have a prayer on that one. Look at the spray being kicked up by Shumi there. Holy shit.
Yep.
No chance. Well, right now, Kimi is driving at about 4 miles an hour. What is up with Fernando's hair? Hey, it's Fizzy. Long time no see, old boy. God, look at the young Jensen and those sideburns. What is that? Oh, look at young Ralph. King, this is such a throwback. Oh my god. Also, do you remember when this was the year we had aggregate qualifying?
Yes.
Wasn't it scrapped after like 4? Wasn't it after like 4 rounds they scrapped it or something?
Yeah, after like the first 4 races, they dropped it and went back to the old format.
Who said that was a good idea? What was the logic behind having 2 qualifying runs?
Yet, I don't know. You get more competitive, sessions for fans, I guess.
They're going full world superbikes. Don't ever go full world superbikes. Yeah, we're going to have race 1 on a Saturday. Why? So we can take more of your weekend ticket money. At least it lasted longer than elimination quality. True that, Miles. True that. Oh, God, Tony Jardine as well. God. Can we get a better selection of shirts here as well, gentlemen? Seriously. I'm not here for the checks. Oh, yeah. Was I seeing it now? It's like the old day. Look at Flavio. Oh, what a fucker. I can't even lie. Having growing up a Shumi fan, I couldn't stand Fernando Alonso when he suddenly started winning regularly. I was like, what's happened? I was too young to understand the nuance of F1 when I was 13. I was actually 12 back then. I was 13 during the season. Oh, God. I couldn't stand Fernando purely because it was Michael wasn't winning anymore. It's like the dream is dead. But yeah, here is the topsy-turvy grid in full. Hi, Mum. Thanks, Mum. Cheers. One brought food, everybody. I have a chicken roll now. It's all everything is great. I like that the comments as well, Kingo. Nice CGI. Look at Albus. Look at Albus ahead of Michael Schumacher. A Minardi ahead of a Ferrari. The dream is alive. My man Robert Dornbos in there as well. McLaren's on row 9. King, I demand cheers. It's young Ted Kravitz.
Ted Kravitz looks exactly the same.
Ted Kravitz has not aged in 13 years. What a boy.
He's just put on a couple pounds. That's just it.
I inherited a bad habit of socks and sandals. Still speculation about BAR's future in the sport as well. Spoiler alert, it doesn't get much better from here. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, they bought BAR, but then things, yeah.
Yeah, Honda, things went downhill. As you can see, Fernando had already won the World Championship the round prior. At this point, he was the youngest ever world champion, just 23. Amazingly, the one thing, like one of the few things that the three best drivers of the modern era, Nando, Hamilton, and Vettel, all have in common, they all won their first world titles at the age of 23. Vettel was the youngest of the three. I think it was 23 and 107 days, something like that. Don't ask me how I remember things like that. Did I just see a Renault guy have a sleeve that said Schumacher who won the back? Wow. Renault were dicks. King, this team must fall.
Don't worry, they'll fix the race and it'll be all over.
Yeah, give it 3 years. Young Webber. Again, Webber has not aged in 15 years. I love that chat was in complete agreement. Like, oh my God, young Webber. Yeah, quite right, fellas. Oh my God, they're playing Fernando and it's getting ridiculous now.
Yeah. That was the first thing I noticed.
Trilly! Young Trilly! It's young everybody in this chat right now. Nor the Dragon goes, Yano still had a bad taste in sunglasses. Let's just say as well, Giancarlo Fisichella has magnificent hair. You see the locks on that one, King? He's in the club with Helio. Oh, that is a man that takes care of his hair. You hear that, King? Back then, they thought Nando was too nice.
They thought Nando was too nice.
No more Mr. Nice Guy with his little stubble under his lip. Before depression, Dennis. What a time, says Nor. Stoddard. Nor as well in the chat, King. Oh God, reporters wearing race suits. Not like poor Louise Goodman having to wear that in really hot weather. Oh my God, I do not envy her. That woman was doing the work of the Lord right there. So Miles goes, "You'd either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain." That's Nando. Very true. Because that clip was a proper loving for Fernando. Holy shit. Completely agree, Jeff, man. It was lovely seeing Louise back at Austria for Channel 4. She's a gem. Great reporter.
Why Fernando is the real Iceman?
I can't, but they called Fernando the real Iceman in a time where Kimi Räikkönen was in his prime.
Now I kind of don't feel bad for James Allen trying to cape for Kimi.
No, I don't. I don't now. Like, James Allen, you've earned a reprieve. I'm sorry. I was wrong. They're right here comparing Alan Prost to blooming, like, they're comparing Alonso to Prost, bruh.
Yeah.
I can't have that. Räikkönen who, says Glennon. Quite right. Oh, these F1 Insight segments of Brundle was great. $900 horsepower. Oh. To think we're getting more than that now. Holy shit.
Yep.
You know, for 2005, this is really good as it goes. Get your helmet on, Martin. God, I love Spa. No time world champ on board. You leave Brundle alone. What, am I watching Tron here? It's Tron Legacy. 13 years before it was cool. In 2018, this is Fernando Alonso's mortal enemy, the gearbox. It's kind of funny that, as Miles pointed out, that they're giving insight pieces on the 18th race of the season. Oh, that Ferrari. There used to be a poster on my wall. My childhood. Of course, there was a debate there kicking about whether they should go back to stick shift.
Oh,
of course. God. Oh my God, he's got the overhanging hair and the sideburns. What is he doing? That's what pale chin. Also, I love that the Renault mechanics are photobombing in the background there. They're proper photobombing in the background.
Oh my God.
See, King, F1 isn't as fun these days. Now the entire sport is carried on the charisma of Daniel Ricciardo. Look, King, he drinks out of his shoe. Look at all that charisma. Great looking cap out there from Fernando. The amount of people I knew that would take them, that would wear them on holiday, Bandon, you have no idea. So I got one of my old ones. It's not laying around here anymore. I think I lost it when I changed house. Pre-social media F1. Well, 23 you guys watching along. Shout out to you guys. Thanks a bunch.
How's that possible? There are 37 people in the room, in the watch together room.
It's that social media hype. They don't want to listen to us, King. They're here for the purity of the race. They don't want our alternative commentary. I had the old Mercedes SLS as a safety car back then. That car was beautiful. I wanted one of those so bad when I was a kid. Hey, kids, it's everybody's favorite part. It's time for Brundle's grid walk. Woo! King, I demand more enthusiasm for Brundle's grid walk.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're no fun. Taku-san in the chat. Where's our boy Takuma Sato? Indy 500 champion Takuma Sato. All right, Henry Chapman wants in. Give me a minute. Not too many windows here. Which means roughly we're about 15 minutes from this race actually taking off. I know you're Tokyo on YouTube, gearhead. Jesus, I'm not that stupid. Vic's here. Hi, Vic. Nice to see you, man. It's a very good point from Miles. JB was so loved by British media, and then Lewis Hamilton came along, like being forgotten by the birth of a sibling. Very true. Although, to be fair, that was like Hamilton's rise was right at the same time as Honda's fall, which didn't exactly help until 2009. And Henry's listening in now as well on our main server. He's one of our Patreon backers and general pest. Fizzy's here, complete with great hair. Go on, brother, intimidate the fuck out of Italian TV.
Your job is to get to the first corner first, and then the back.
They're racing in the back.
With the construction, so you're the man to get the job done for Renault. Feel good, or is that
it's still kind of weird seeing Giancarlo Fisichella as landslide favourite to win a Grand Prix. So what alternate universe is this? There's a Fizzy so Italian he bleeds marinara. So fitting his career ended Ferrari. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, it's everyone's favorite catchphrase. It's Takuma-san. While Sato speaking with his helmet on, the man's an enigma.
It's everyone's favorite catchphrase. It's Takuma-san.
Oh my god, look at all support for Takuma. Big old Takuma fan. Oh no, and then you realise you got two Japanese manufacturers right at the front.
Yep.
Oh no. Bloody hell, look at this Sergeant Nick Fry in the background now, man. Holy crap. So, I love the Japanese. They're just they're the best fans, man. No Lewis Hamilton. So polite, respectful, and enthusiastic. Apart from the one time Kobayashi got on the podium and they absolutely lost their shit.
Was that 2012?
2012. He finished 30, just held off Jenson Button behind him, if I remember correctly.
That was a crazy year.
They lost their shit that day.
Didn't he lose his ride at the end of the year as well?
Mm-hmm. Kamui, Kamui. You could hear them. They were chanting louder for him than Sebastian, who won the race.
Suzuka is like the most Red Bull circuit.
Kinda. Still really high speed, though. That's the problem. Backwards Sauber could podium. Shane Perez didn't win Malaysia. Bottled it. Oh. Black Tyler breakout at Copperberg. Non-alcoholic, of course. I'm going to find my bottle opener. That would help. Turn my light on as well.
Oh, I'm an RG.
Look at the hype for David Coulthard. What a boy. Look.
Okay.
Look at all this hype, you fellas. Look at all this hype. Cheers, everybody.
Oh god, that's like the 20th time they mentioned Jetson Button in the last 5 minutes.
It was a bit much, wasn't it?
It's worse than Sky.
That's the low-key mad thing about ITV. They were just as far up certain people's chuffs as Sky or whatever it was. Takuma! Oh, strawberry and lime is delicious. Lap record 132.7 from Rubens Barrichello. Average speed a minor 140 miles an hour. It's a fast boy, as Mr. Broadbent would say. So yeah, just about 5 minutes away, folks. And to think, we were maybe 1 year away from Toyota being really good.
Yeah.
2009 with the double diffuser they got, like they were on pole in Bahrain.
A lot of people in the know said that their 2010 car was going to be a rocket ship, and Toyota just pulled the plug.
Yeah.
Look at Jacques Villeneuve there in 8th place. Look at this poverty. Time to reminisce when Kimi was actually fast. How dare you? Did you not watch him this weekend?
The Ringcart King qualified 11th.
Ahead of Pizzonia.
Schumacher. Yeah, but qualifying was weird back then.
Uh-oh. Somebody protect the punch bowl. Chris Cook's in the chat.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Cook. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Bound asking, whoa, Dawn Boss was Monaco-esque? Is that true, King?
No, I think you mistook the flag.
Yeah, because I know the Monaco flag's quite similar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just missing a blue stripe.
Yeah, hey, Miles, that's a low-key, very good season, 2010. Would have been even better if they had a fast Toyota in there. 2010, second to last round, 5 guys still in contention winning the championship.
That was bonkers.
Like, that's like 2006 MotoGP all over again. Tire blankets off.
It was the final round at China in 2005.
Yeah, it was. Good news, Henry. Kimi Räikkönen broke a record that race. Most fastest laps in a season.
Yeah, I was looking at the results. McLaren won, like, in 2005, they won 10 races.
Didn't they win the Constructors in the end that year, or was it Renault?
No, Renault just beat them. Montoya didn't have a good end to the season.
Oh, Monty. His Williams fallout was still legendary. I remember reading about it in Evo magazine back in the day and about how he called one of the Williams pit crew guys an arse biter. I don't know if that means something else in Colombian, but... But let's just say those, like, Montoya and Williams didn't get along very well.
Yeah.
The Trinity train starts from the pit lane. I am sad. Let's be real. That's what we all know what we're really here for, folks. We're here for the Trinity train. As you can see, there was actually some hype over the Constructors. It was only 2 points covering McLaren and Renault going into this one. And, oh yeah, 3 of the 4 main contenders are at the back of the field. Also, I'm getting this cheap plug in now because we're at Suzuka. Listening to Bike Live later this week, not only are we reviewing BSB at Brands Hatch as Josh Brooks won the double, but also bear in mind we're previewing this weekend's 8 hours of Suzuka, which is basically the all-star race for bikes. A lot of hype there. Leon Haslam and 3-time world champion Jonathan Ray in the Kawasaki team. We've got Bradley Ray and Sylvain Gintoli.
Yeah. I will be disappointed if that Kawasaki team don't win.
Apparently they want it bad. Kawasaki are really mad because they finished second last year and Haslam put in like a monster shift.
Yeah.
I think he raced for something like 6 of the 8 hours for that team. Leon Haslam is a madman. Kawasaki really wants to win that one. We've got Bradley Ray in the Suzuki team. We got PJ Jacobson in the Honda team. So many names. We got Alex Lowe's and Michael Vandermark on the Yamaha team again, who've won it the last 3 years. Should be a fantastic time. Me and Lewis will be previewing that later this weekend. Race itself on British Eurosport, live on its entirety. I think it's free.
Julian Ryder.
Julian Ryder's back for that one. The man, the myth, the legend. So check that out on Bike Live later this week. But it is time, folks.
It is time.
You can't see it, but King's already chewed off half his fingernails. Like this is as nostalgic as I'm going to get, but these 2005 cars are very pretty. Don't kill me, chat.
They look even more like spaceships as we went into 2008.
There are what we millennials now call a hot snack.
Yeah. Oh, Jensen Button.
Here comes the lights. There's some smoke on the front already.
Go!
Jensen's away badly. Oh, for God's sake, Jensen, the dream is dead.
Well, cool, so I got a blinder.
Oh, car in the gravel, two cars. I mean, that's Rubens.
2 cars off.
Oh, yeah, that's Rubens. And Takuma Sato. Not now, Sato.
Right, cut to the front now. Come on.
Director, what's taking you so long? Like Sato is alive, okay? Even Len, nice to see you, mate. We got it just in time.
All right, there we go.
We still haven't come to the front of the field yet.
All right, Schumacher's bolted.
King, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the director might be Japanese.
Yeah. Alonso just sent it out around the outside there.
How did Schumacher gain that many places so quick?
Yeah, Alonso's gained like 6 places.
There's Rubens. Oh, Rubens got a puncher.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not Rubens. We love you, Rubens. We do. We love
Yeah,
you.
second.
Oh. Alonso's like 5 pitches.
Talk about Hamilton carving through the pack. Kimmy's off.
Kimmy's got on wide. Alonso's gone straight on. There's a car in the wall.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's Villeneuve. And Montoya. Oh, no. Monty's gone already. That's got to be a safety car, surely.
That has to be.
That has to be. That. Yeah, that McLaren's not starting up again, fellas. I'm just pointing it out here. That is done. Monty, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Just ran across the track.
Monty just ran straight across the track. Holy shit.
And this is why McLaren came second in the Constructors' Championship.
Montoya's arsehole fell out the last 2 races. Rubens finally makes it.
Safety car.
Oh, at least they called it.
Oh, this is delicious cider.
Oh yeah, this was like the no tire change season.
Yeah, you had to have a damaged tire for it to be changed.
Yeah.
We'll bring like 2 sets of tires just in case. Got the IndyCar jokes going on here. Montoya's hit the jet dryer. Also, Mars in the chat saying, shame JPM can never replicate his Williams form. Quite right. Even Williams is a breath of fresh air. Here's the start again.
That was
all over the place.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. The thing is, there were separate incidents, but then Barrichello, as he's going off, he clips the front of Sato's car.
That's the puncture. Oh, I just understeered.
He just understeered straight off, and then Rubens makes the exact same mistake. Oh my God!
Jesus.
What was Montoya doing?
What was this TV direction? You've cut to like 6 different incidents.
Well, this is back when you still had national broadcasters directing some of the races, so Fuji TV directed the Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Can I just say, what in the blue hell was Montoya doing there?
I don't know. How do you lose it there?
Like, do you really think Jacques Villeneuve is going to yield there? No chance. What is Montoya doing?
That could have been a lot worse.
It's the one big problem with Suzuka. The lack of runoff on most places is exactly why most bike races don't go there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I was unhappy.
Sadly, we lost to Giracato that way back in 2002.
That when
it's not so bad in a car, but on a bike, you got no fucking chance around here. I remember the bad one had when Casey Stoner had when he had that one at Suzuka.
Oh, that was awful. That was like,
I don't know how he was able to crawl away from that, and it was a mechanical issue because I remember his handlebar got jammed.
Yeah.
Just flung him off the bike right before the hairpin, and it was an awful accident.
I was in Australia for that race, and they were making like a massive deal of the race. And then you just hear that Stoner's had a failure.
Crushing. Four laps down, and like anyone that's just tuning in now, yes, you have, Mr. Lott.
Well, if you look at the back.
Jensen has a bad start and falls to 4th. Takuma Sato understeers into oblivion and takes Barrichello with him for a ride. And all of a sudden, Villeneuve is half like unknowing that Montoya has been run off the road at the final corner. That's the first time I've ever seen anyone crash on the final corner at Suzuka.
No, Timo Glock did there. And he like broke his back. I remember that.
God damn it, Timo.
Oh, Ted Kravitz.
Then in the chat, you know what make this race better? Stages. Had to go there with the NASCAR joke, didn't you?
Oh.
Hey, we had a nice, refreshing 2-lap first stage.
Yeah, man. Ralph Schumacher wins the first stage. He's now playoff eligible.
Point.
Also, I love that Miles, the devout Hamilton fan, goes, Glock, one of my favourite drivers ever. Really? You think? What gave it away? I mean... Wait for that safety car to come on in, and then we can get racing again.
No, I don't think it's coming in this lap.
Next lap, I think.
Because the lights are still on.
Yeah. Gosh, Schumacher's far back.
Drink. He's 7th when he started the race, and I think 17th. Like Schumacher's like +9 at this point already.
Schumacher started 14th.
14, so yeah, he's still +7 off the line. I mean, crap. And yes, shout out to Christian Klein running in P6 right now. That is not a typo. Zoe's in the chat, everybody. Hi, Zoe. He's no Hamilton, no. Shot. I see what you did there. Also, Henry, if you tell me again about the heroic drive of Lewis Hamilton this Sunday, I will be forced to fight you.
Still facing the barrier.
Oh, yeah. The old MotoGP problem when you have to fix the air fence.
Oh, the Saxon is the worst for that. Like, every crash, red flag.
Yeah, because every crash you're going to hit the fence.
Yes, that's like the Suzuka nowadays, like run off a MotoGP.
Yeah, like, realistically, they really shouldn't be running the Saxon ring anymore, and it looks like they won't be next year anyway, but... Did anyone call for a return to the Nürburgring?
No, no one called for that.
Tough. World Superbikes disagrees. Decent race there.
Safety car not coming in.
Then again, they also used to race at Monza, so... Put stop speed in the car, he'd wreck the field.
Okay, what is this cameraman on? Like, the camera is
like, where's Soto? This director is on all the juice.
It's like the starts happen, Sartor's going off the road, we focus on him for like a minute afterwards when like all the chaos is going on at the front.
Amazing. The TV director points at a BAR Honda and it's not Takuma Sato.
It is Jensen Button.
No one talks about him.
Done it!
I still have a very good impression from that Hungary 2006 race. Safety car in this lap, everybody.
This is when it gets good.
Already, Barrichello hits. Clearly they're going to redo it and hope he'll be right up to the back of the pack again before they're released. No doubt about that.
Barrichello in.
Rubens in again. We're going to clear the air. We're going to clear the air pipes out. Might as well take a free stop, right?
Why did they need like 20 mechanics standing around the car at a pit stop?
Because there were no limits back then. You could have as many people in the pit box as you pretty much wanted.
Whatever you do, Rubens, don't drive over the air gun.
Long safety car period. It's been now 5 laps of lapping at 2 minutes 37 instead of 1 minute 32. So that's how much full minutes laps.
Well, they've got interesting camera angles.
Fall away. Then will the right eye falls away as well? The pressure of the tires.
The important question here is, though, is that how much progress can Takuma Sato make from the back? It's just become our main narrative for the race this weekend.
May be concerned about the left rear of Rubens Barrichello car. They want to smack the right front of Sato.
Barrichello and no luck.
We're just going to wait for Rubens to get back round.
The right front Sato will be great for the left rear.
A safety car. Oh no, it's like playing F1 2017.
Schumacher slows the ball down.
Yeah, the amount of flashbacks I've used behind the safety car because I crashed into the car in front.
Here we go. Ralph becomes a safety car. He's not pushed it yet. Now he has.
Yep, he's going.
Good start.
Ralph is gone.
Cold tires.
You know what? That looked a bit too early for me.
Yeah, well, you have to go before the chicane, so you're never really going to get the jump that you want.
Then it's a bit too obvious, really, isn't it?
Schumacher making the move. Oh, he's got him.
Damn! David Coulthard gets caught napping, bro. Look, kids, it's a Ferrari passing a Red Bull. What a rare sight. And we're on the way, folks. 46 laps to go.
Oh, that's the Alonso cam.
On board with Fernando Alonso.
Oh, I thought he was going to put it down the inside.
Yeah, because we're now watching new aggressive Alonso, Henry. He's won the world title. Now he's going to go for it. And no. Am I reading that right? Is that Christian Klein in 4th?
Yes, you're reading that right.
Am I high?
Why are they bringing updates to cars at the end of the season?
Good base for next year, Henry.
Oh, Alonso. Oh, what a move. No.
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 No. I thought he had that.
Oh, Alonso, you need to give that. Yeah, give that back.
Give that back now. Give that back, Nando. Give that shit back.
No,
hang on a minute.
That's Hamilton and Broken.
Yeah, technically I let him past.
Oh, where's Sato? Where's Sato?
Where is he?
So that's how it's 18.
Bad news, kids. He's caught in the Trinity train. Very quick thinking. Man's out here bending the rules, and Kravitz is playing his quick thinking. I love it.
Down the outside, he's having none of it. Alonso is not enough front grip, snatches the right front brake. He will now stay to the left-hand side and release Klein.
Here we go. It's like, okay, I got to slow down.
Okay, I don't want to see that then.
No. Just, what is this director doing?
Giving the home crowd what they want.
Oh, Alonso's chasing down Schumacher.
This isn't going to go anywhere now, is it?
Yeah, it's not like it's going to be like an amazing pass around the outside.
Yeah, Clash of Champions.
Truly trained. The racing phenomenon that travels across series, says Zoe. Ralph now 2 seconds in front of Fisher Callum.
Alonso's only 8 seconds off the lead and Raikkonen's nowhere. Or 10th.
Remember that. It becomes important later.
Yep.
I'd say Alonso was a second faster than Schumacher in the last 2 sectors of that lap. We have 40 guys watching in the Watch Together, and we have 17 on the Hangout as well. Jesus.
Crazy.
People are nuts. Also, we have Bizzoni is in the gravel. Proper Charles Leclerc pirouette there. Unfortunately, he's beached it.
No surprises there. Bizzoni in the gravel.
Hey. 6.5 out of 10. Needs more technique.
Oh, is he going to go for it? Oh, he's got a run.
I mean, he's got a decent run here.
No.
No chance. I mean, you'd be a madman to pass around there.
Yeah, only the best would do that.
What the hell's Nando trying then? Miles in the chat. Car's being able to follow an overtake. It's beautiful.
No, it was still a problem here.
Alonso's got an issue.
Because he's letting Clean back through. I think the stewards had a word.
Yeah.
Like, Nando, you can't just give it up and then repass him like 5 seconds later. Give it 3 corners first, for God's sake.
Oh, Brundle's only just clocked it. No, because he wasn't going full throttle, Brundle.
Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
Oh, one of the Toyotas.
Trinity Trade has been derailed.
Guys.
Your guys, that might be a safety car. Trinity, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Not the Trinity train. No.
Christ. The fastest part of the circuit, and they're on the outside of the corner.
The Trinity train went off the track.
Yeah, if someone overshoots the chicane, they're hitting them.
So is it bad that I'm not watching, but I can picture the race? God, that's like photographic memory, Zoe. I'd get that checked out. She's a new member of the X-Men.
No, Alonso, it's a yellow flag.
Yeah, you
like,
can't.
Nando, what are you doing?
Oh, they're gone. They're fucking gone.
Oh, wow. They cleared that quick, didn't they? Jesus.
Oh, he's going to go for it.
Out there.
Oh.
Nope.
Oof. Cleaned the door in his face.
Alonso, there was a gap there. Why didn't you go for it, Alonso?
In capital letters, Zoe just a response in the chat from Zoe, and in capital letters, I have no life, Dre. Your words, not mine. Also, got next from Jeff saying, just switched over to F1 TV for the higher definition, and the commentary's Japanese.
Sato.
Oh, here we go. We got a Sato replay. Oh no!
Sato
no.
took it up. Oh, Sato.
Not now, Sato.
Sato with the chrome horn.
Yeah, obligatory garage shot.
Takuma Sato used head smash. It's super effective.
Still got a yellow flag. Oh, it's gone now.
And all of a sudden, now Michael Schumacher is 5 seconds ahead of Clean's car.
Oh, Raikkonen just behind Alonso.
Hey, Zap, give me.
Oh. Oh, mix up.
Wow. I've just had enough of this shit. And he was suffering from deja vu. But I was keeping score at home. That's the 3rd time Alonso's passed Clean today.
Yeah.
Apparently, 3 more, he gets a free half chicken from Nando's.
Oh, dear.
Schumacher's gone.
Yeah, he's 5 seconds up the road now. And Ralph Schumacher's in another postcode. Look at that Toyota go. Go, little Toyota. You small underdog unit.
How Toyota did not win a race, I will not know.
They had some gimmies. This kind of was a gimme for him, quite frankly.
Oh, in he comes.
State of the race when Robert Dornbos is ahead of Barrichello and Sato.
Oh, they've light fueled the car.
Well, that's probably why he was on pole, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's coming in now.
Yep, in he goes. They're going to be telling Fizzy to put the hammer down now. 4, 5, 6. Pretty short full. They didn't fuel him for long there, did they?
12 laps.
12 laps, they reckon. What are they doing? They're free stopping then, surely.
Yeah.
Why do I think that's not a good idea?
Especially with no tyre changes. Oh, Jordan in.
Free stop?
That's just solid yellow there.
Clean yellow. And barely a sponsor to be found. God bless late Jordan.
Last race.
I still find that story that Eddie Jordan revealed about Senna during his anniversary tribute crazy, and the fact that he offered him 50% of his team to join him. Imagine that. You could have had Ayrton Senna in yellow. There's a thought. Like Eddie Jordan knew he was so good he was willing to give Ayrton half his team. You will never see that again.
You know, Eddie Jordan let go of Michael Schumacher to Benetton.
Oh yeah.
He must be ruined that.
Don't worry, lads. He still had John Lacey. Everyone's favourite one-win wonder.
Oh, advert coming up.
Oh yeah, the old spinning bar in the corner of the ITV coverage. I feel old seeing that. All of a sudden, Alonso's only 1.7 behind Schumi.
Oh, Alonso just behind Schumacher.
No. That Ferrari's still a bullet in a straight line, man. Like, Alonso was proper tucked up underneath him and he couldn't get the speed to pull out. That's crazy. The three best drivers in the world are right here in one screenshot.
Well, I don't see Scott Dixon here.
This is 2005, King.
Scott Dixon was still that good in 2005.
To be fair, you make a very good point. Stop making me feel old, King. Look how close you could follow him, though. It's crazy, man. I miss these days. Just a little bit.
Oh, is he going to go for it? Too far back.
Chuck says F1 TV has no ads, so now I'm behind. Oops. Sorry, man. We're too authentic for you, Jeff. I'm sorry, bro.
Sure, you can just click the link and watch it.
He's watching it off F1 TV, you see.
Oh, he's legal. What is that helicopter shot?
What is that? The copter man's drunk too.
That was like a 45-degree angle.
Just dangling out the side of the helicopter.
The pilot's just jumped out, I reckon. He's parachuted down to save Takuma. Can you post the link in the chat again? Yeah, sure thing, Jeff. One sec.
God, Suzuka flies by as a race.
Yeah,
it does. Because it's a really high speed circuit.
Yeah, it's like Silverstone and Monza.
Yeah, because it's a long lap in terms of distance, but it's a 140 mile an hour top speed.
Nope.
It's not close enough.
Ooh. Nope.
No, he takes a peek but doesn't go for it.
Oh. Nope.
No, Michael's having none of that.
No. Only an idiot would go around the outside 130R.
Only madmen would do such a thing. Oh, Kimi right there now as well.
Michael Schumacher placing his Ferrari all the right parts of the racetrack, but then a lap bit slower than the leaders. There's 16 seconds of drift on Fisichella now, who's 4 seconds ahead of Button in second place.
I like how McLaren had the names of the drivers on their side pods.
Just so you could tell the difference.
I mean, that's what it was like last year with the sharp things, but not anymore.
So Benny goes, how the hell is Coulthard third? He's in a Red Bull for fuck's sake. Like, I don't know, Lennon. Like, Coulthard wasn't terrible, you know. Oh, now he's got to run.
Uh-oh. Surely not at 130 yard.
Still looks a bit too far back to me.
Nah, too far back. He's teasing.
Yeah, Zoe, like they go quite far back. I'm not sure how far deep it goes, but I know they go far back into the 80s when it comes to full races.
No, like it's like 1 or 2 races.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but they're getting there. They're adding more as time goes on.
Yeah, I think the first back race is the 81 British Grand Prix.
Wasn't this back in the days, though, like a couple of years later, when Red Bull was running V10s and they were choking their engines? Those were fun times.
Was this the year when they dressed up in Star Wars Stormtrooper pit gear at
Back then, Red Bull didn't take F1 seriously.
Was this the year when Christian Horner jumped into the pool naked?
No, I think it was the year after 2006.
I think it was 06. This wasn't Coulthard on the podium that year.
Yeah.
Oh, Fisichella maybe.
Renault's blinked. That's going to be Fernando. That's going to be Fernando. Surely, was it Fisichella?
Yeah, Fisichella's. Yeah. Oh, he's really close here.
No, he's really, really close this time round.
Only a madman go on the outside 130 around my shoe.
You have to be a fool to do such a thing. Oh my god! Oh my god in heaven!
Wait for James Allen's reaction.
The big James Allen. Oh my word!
Wait, coming up.
To be fair, that was entirely deserved.
Yeah, because like Schumacher had to yield, or it would have been a massive accident.
Thank God Schumacher saw the bigger picture in that one.
Listen.
James Allen's got a second wind. He's just reached the point of orgasm. Although, to be fair, it is still one of the best overtakes I have ever seen.
What a move.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's like, okay, you made your jokes about Alonso not being aggressive enough. Point taken. I stand corrected.
Oh god, that's Mike Schumacher didn't lift.
You see on the onboard, that is total commitment from Fernando. If he, it had to be. He had to be committed to that, and he had to pray that Schumacher yielded. If he didn't, that's a spectacular accident.
Yeah, he's going flying.
Yeah, he's being catapulted, and he's going to land somewhere near like Hiroshima or something. Like, what's an overtake? Holy shit!
Like,
yeah, I agree then.
The chat goes, James Allen is nutted everywhere.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to have a go. Zoe also goes, when is James Allen not orgasming over overtakes? Fair point. Stand by, kids. It's the Kimi Räikkönen show. Everybody's favourite.
Has already made the pit stop. Alonso is seriously going for it here. I think that's a new record around this place.
Alonso is gone.
Yeah, he's long gone. That Renault was a rocket ship in 05.
Yeah, fastest lap is second and a half faster than anyone else.
They just said that was a new lap record. 31.5?
Yeah.
A 91-second lap of Suzuka. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like the fifth longest lap yet on the calendar.
May I remind everybody here that Fernando Alonso was a weapon back then? To be fair, he probably still is now. We just don't know because of the car he's in.
McLaren, I actually don't understand McLaren.
Come on, Kimmy, do the thing.
Go on.
Have a go.
No,
You
go back.
saw your mans do it. Now you've got to do it. It's only fair.
Oh, this is the best helicopter shot.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
Good news, it's the pilots climb back in.
Yeah. He had to go and pick up his lunch.
Buttons in.
Oh, ICV piping up Jensen.
Oh, Alonso's in.
Alonso's in as well.
That's a long
That's
fuel.
a long That's a very long stop.
It seems like they're going. They're trying to go as far as they can.
It's what he should do IndyCar full time, Zoe. Go away!
26. You won't make the end.
What was the point of
It's gonna
fueling
be
so
close.
heavily then?
I think there was an error with the rig.
It's either there was an error with the rig or that was like the tank's maximum capacity.
Oh, damn it. Deja vu. I've never been in this place before. Eyes on the street. Time too long. This race
Though
needs
they'll
more
probably
Europeans.
have enough data. Yeah, but they'll have enough data that, when they have to come in, they'll know exactly the amount of fuel he needs to cross the finish line.
Yep.
They had computers in 2005.
Yes.
They had telemetry in the early 2000s, mate.
They had telemetry in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when Zoe was a wee 15-year-old.
Yeah. He's going for it now.
She's not mad at all, by the way. She just posted in the chat. Maybe Hertz is doing the fuel calculations.
Oh.
Give me real close. Jimmy gets defensive. Oh, I get defensive. Oh. Williams and a Red Bull coming out together. Yes, you are that old, Zoe. You got 2 years on me. That's plenty.
Schumacher's in the lead.
Welcome, kids, to the Great Wall of Schumi.
Yesterday is in second place. What an amazing conference already.
Kim, me, Raikkonen. So make sure you don't lose sight of him.
Brian Hertz at Autosport.
Okay, now Kimmy's really close.
Oh, G-force meter up.
Isn't working. It's broken down. They had to get out a screwdriver and yank it open. And they seem telling me that they'll probably have to do the
There
same.
you go. There was an error on button stop.
Yeah.
The fuel filler cap was broken. They had to literally screwdriver it off.
So they didn't want to fuel it that much.
Oh, what is this camera angle? He's got him. No.
No.
It's a single track road all the way up the hill.
The Great Wall of Schumacher survives.
Just an approach zone to speed in there, really. Very close, no braking. I won't like that. I think Schumacher did it absolutely full throttle. Top gear will blew my mind to watch it. But, he'll never get through there. But once again, he's another driver. He's got to stay close in.
Fisichella, who's already stopped, is only 7 seconds behind these two now.
Right. And he's hit the ground too hard through 130R. But like in it,
Back when Orange were a thing.
Kimmy taking a bit of a wider line there through the hairpin. He's trying to generate any speed he can get here for an overtake. Maybe into the spoon.
Oh. He was thinking about that.
He definitely had half a look there. Got Pablo's down the sidelines, wondering where it all went wrong.
What's interesting is that this Keller has...
Kimmy using every inch of the road here to try and get close.
He's so close to the grass.
Quite early, but in the pit stop, Keller has taken on it.
Nope, not this time.
What was absolutely critical for Fox was
How much do they fuel these two?
3.5 seconds behind Ralph Schumacher. That means that if that had not happened,
a reminder, Ralph had gone in on lap 12.
Yeah.
We're now at lap 25, and these two are still going.
not able to get in front of Toyota.
Maybe they're both one-stopping.
There was intent at the moment. Scrap going on between Coulthard and the other Sauber Villeneuve.
Max are in and out. Looking here, it's a tight, tense battle for the lead. We didn't get that these days.
Oh, he's close here.
Nope. He's very close.
No, he drops. He always drops back.
Ferrari mechanics are out. You'd think, given the fuel put in, that's going to be for Michael.
More seconds before making a pit stop from all of those guys. First stop.
They're in together. Oh boy, pit stop battle.
Fuel stop battle.
Yeah.
They've got to short fuel Kimmy here, surely.
Oh, advert coming.
Don't you dare go to that break now.
Surely he's going to be Mikey Nagel. Michael's got away well.
No. They short fueled Michael. In other words, like McLaren basically called Ferrari's bluff.
And they come into a sea of cars.
Are they in front of Alonso? They've jumped Alonso.
Yeah, they did jump Alonso.
He was stuck in traffic.
That's Alonso up in 7th place then, and making good progress. But Raikkonen, crucially, is in front of him on the race.
That's Fisichella.
He was behind him early on. Michael Schumacher was passed by Raikkonen. Now Alonso jumped by both of them.
So where the hell did Alonso's pace evaporate from?
I think he was stuck behind Villeneuve.
We are halfway through.
Of course. Always the way.
Any one of a number of drivers can still win this Grand Prix. It's certainly all been happening here. Sato.
Up,
Webber versus Button.
In a fight for second. What year is this? Is this
2010?
It's a prelude of things to come, fellas. Don't worry, it gets better from here. Takes a little while. Why the ads, Brian? Unfortunately, this was ITV back in the mid-2000s, and they did run commercials during their coverage. No getting around it, I'm afraid.
Was it the 2005 San Marino Grand Prix when they cut from the race with like 2 to go?
Yeah.
And they were like, Alonso and Schumacher were like nose to tail.
Yeah. Apparently, they just had to get a Kellogg's like crunchy nut advert in the middle, didn't they? With 2 to go. Take care, okay. Thanks for watching, man. Jack, use this thing in. It's super effective.
What is this camera angle?
Whoa!
It's probably the only one they had.
I feel sick. Oh, Alonso behind Schumacher again.
What the hell happened?
This helicopter pilot.
He's drunk.
Yeah, we missed it. How did Kimmy get around Michael?
Oh, Alonso, not in his bag now.
The cameraman is on every substance known to man. Crack, heroin, Monster Energy. There's Sato. That's a cut to Sato coming out of the pits, didn't we? So go on, Alonso, have him again.
Alonso 6. Coulthard had been passed by Alonso back before this. He's 7th. Well, actually, that was the 7th. That's 11th for Coulthard. Brad Schumacher back to 8th. And he's having another look at Michael now. Surely he's got a chance on the inside of the chicane. And I thought he might have done up there earlier, but didn't.
Alonso must be suffering from deja vu. He must be real sick and tired of that Schumacher rear end.
He's got to get him here.
He's got a very good run there.
Oh, no.
Oof. Can't go around the outside of there. And now Raikkonen is just roaring into the Webber advantage in third.
Oh, God.
He was so much faster. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Mercedes have always had quick engines.
Yeah, but he was struggling.
That more power.
He was struggling to get past him in the turn, and all of a sudden he clears him before turn 1 shows up. Schumacher must have had a bad run coming out of the final corner.
Still buried in 1 minute 34. When the third, Raikkonen is flying just 17.5 seconds off the lead. Raikkonen, having cleared that Ferrari, could still win this.
A slingshot by Raikkonen. Drafto.
Oh, I thought he's going for Ed Spoon.
Oof. Jesus. Alonso's not hanging about here, folks.
Surely not running outside of 130 again.
Not again.
Driving away from them. Raikkonen now 3 seconds clear of Schumacher. Looks from that camera angle that he can just step up the inside of it, but Michael is the last of the late.
Alonso just needs a killer run out of that last corner. He just can't get it.
Schumacher takes him for his 2nd time in the lap there. Reservation that nothing from pole. He's on a run straight, running until the exit right all day. It's back in 8th.
Schumacher's in 8th. Ralph.
Well, he's now on a free stopper, so he's just losing bucket loads of time. He's now 30 seconds behind Fisichella.
Mm-hmm.
The question you will be asking is how much time is Alonso losing here? To be right, I can tell you Raikkonen's last lap at 33.3, Alonso's at 34.9. He's losing 1.6
seconds.
Yeah, so he lost 1.6 seconds last time round to Raikkonen. That's how slow Schumacher is right now.
Yeah, God, that broke slow.
He'll be somewhat confused, I think. Very surprised when we saw them come out.
That's a better run from Alonso coming out of there.
This is where he's faster than Michael. Michael's got obviously carrying more wing or something. And then he's in the dirt, he's over there at 180 odd miles an hour. Now he's got to slip up the inside.
Oh, you was thinking about that?
Oh, he thought about that.
Oh, he's got to get him. He's so close.
Punish him now. Schumacher was slow coming off the chicane.
Nah, he's got him here.
Surely. Oof. There you go. He bullied him into making a mistake. Brilliant right there from Orlando.
Car's Kane in the way.
Have that away, cucumber.
go for gold, didn't he?
Orgasms again, more quietly.
His way through then, Fernando Alonso.
So he's a man. He needs his moments. He's having a crisis. Look how far ahead he is of Schumacher already, though.
God.
He's 2 seconds at least in front of him already.
Fisichella is so far in the lead. Surely you can't lose this.
It's gimme.
Behind Fisichella, Webber is third. Those two should be relatively easy things, I think, for right Alonso the second round of pit stops. But well, will they be able to beat Giancarlo Fisichella? That's the big question here. Right at the closing, right up as you can see on Mark Webber. This is the battle for third place here this afternoon. He's still got 20 laps to go.
Oh, Raikkonen's closed up.
Yeah, he's now gotten right behind the. Oh, there's another rap break.
Oh, God.
Oh, Minardi on fire! Oh!
Albert.
Albert is on fire. A nice summary of Minardi's 2005 season.
Was this their last year or was it next year?
Next. No, this year was their last year because next year they would be running Scott Speed and I forgot who else were they. Who do they have next year?
I'm pretty sure this was their last season because didn't Toro Rosso come in 06?
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Because I remember it purely because F1 Championship Edition was based on the 2006 season. And that was the year they had Scott Speed in the car. Or as we now call him because of the Grand Tour, the American.
And Liuzzi. Speed and Liuzzi.
Yeah, Toro Rosso in 2006 with the V10 rev restriction. Bad boy, the penultimate race of Minardi as a team. Don't worry, kid.
Yeah, and Jordan. Oh, Alonso in.
Yeah, that seems like a good call. He's going to pass Schumacher again.
Let's do it again and again and again.
Well, am I going to keep passing this man?
Clean and Schumacher. Raikkonen's going to go long here.
You still have 41 dudes in here.
41.
Well, in the watch together, at least.
Yep.
19.
If they're smart, they're going to pit Raikkonen very soon.
No, they're going to go long with Raikkonen and wait for the two in front to come
I
in.
reckon they only put about 16 laps of fuel in the car. He's got to stop one more time anyway.
Yeah.
From the VAR Honda against, but the big news this weekend, Honda have acquired now more of VAR.
Webber looks vulnerable.
Deal announced on Tuesday here in Tokyo. They will take over it this season. Ownership of this team will invest more money. Basically, their stated aim is to take Jenson Button to the World Championship.
Take Jenson Button to the World Championship.
Well, they got there in the end.
It kind of did.
Sort of.
Yeah. Just in a different colour car with yellow rims.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a good double diffuser between friends? That's not a tightness out of the race. That's just me not doing very much today. I'm currently in the middle of a holiday. It's great. I get to do nothing. Fantastic.
I think we have a dangerous person on the track. Talking about Sato.
Oh, Fisichella is in. And here comes the chasing pack.
Truly is not happy about Sato.
Can't blame him.
He just said Sato won't be able to understand Trelly.
Bruh.
Ooh.
Well, that's awkward. There's a good thought from Jeff that's saying, imagine if Merck had Jensen and Michael in 2010. It's a marketer's wet dream right there.
R.I.P. Nico Rosberg then.
But then how would King get behind Nico Rosberg? 15 to go, folks. I think we're on board for a thrilling finale.
Just over 20 minutes to go.
This is not a time race, Henry. This ain't Formula E. Out of the way, Jensen. You overfilled your car.
Raikkonen was rejoining in front of Alonso. Came in.
Did you get him in now? What's taking him so long? We might be in some trouble here. Why have you cut to the pit crew now? Oh my God!
It's like the WEC.
This TV director's on drugs. No time to be looking at Sato's pit crew. It doesn't help that Webber's getting a toe off at Button's car here. It's tense in here, folks.
Get out the way, Jensen.
This is not your time, JB. This is not your time. Lord, the free stopping Ralph now in 6th place. Hey, we got an old friend in the chat, Mr. Ryan L83, ladies and gentlemen. I feel old saying that one too. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Hope Lauren's all right. There's Ryan King looks like a young Araver.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is. You know what? Like, if you squint a bit, it's
Oh,
like. Oh, hello, BAR crew getting ready. Probably for Jensen. Really? What do you think?
Oh, Albers is still in the race.
Oh, they got him back out. They put the fire out, yeah?
Yeah.
speed limiter on, the path automatically comes up. And I got the impression that I'm sort of jamming it open.
Is this going to be Jensen coming in? Yep, there it is.
Oh, Raikkonen was shaking up a move on Webber there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Webber's in. Yeah, Raikkonen's going to go long and over leapfrog them.
Fighting hard over Jensen pump services for the last 2 years, basically. And,
oh, Webber's got him.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the world's fastest game of chicken. Jesus. Williams like, yes, boys. Give the Williams pit crew a raise. That was a beauty. And now they have unleashed Kimi. Someone start playing Sephiroth's theme from Final Fantasy VII in the background. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about this little more about you moving into your first home with the missus. Congratulations, man. That's pretty crazy. This is how you know. This is how you know we're all getting too old for this shit. When I know YouTubers that are now moving into homes with their partners. I'm 26 next month. I'm too old for this. Jesus. I'm not here for this, kid. We're getting too old now. Can we just pretend it's 2005 again? Like, for real. It was a lot more fun back then. Oh, Schumi's in. Time for a splash and dash. What the hell are they keeping him in there so long for? They thought to just have a chat with Michael, tell him about the scenery, you know? Like, where do you get the best dinner after the race? Where's the Ribera Steakhouse? 10-second stop with 11 laps to go. What was going on there?
Surely Raikkonen can't pit, rejoin, and then pass physically.
Your big ask. Hey Siri, play the Imperial March.
The obligatory mid-2000s head view.
I just thought I'd play a bit more fitting and appropriate music.
This is going to play for all the last 10 laps.
Is the Jonathan Ray theme song? Okay, enough of that. Right. Yeah, Raikkonen's driving like a man possessed at the moment. This is no time for a commercial break, ITV. For God's sake. It's like they're going to call a commercial break right in the most tense part of the Grand Prix. We lost a lap and a half on the ad break, for God's sake.
Alonso on Weber, maybe.
Now time for a history lesson with James Allen. Come on, James, tell us more about the bullet train. So the commercial break missed Raikkonen's pit stop.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Way to go, ITV. Way to go. Alonso trying to get Boss Weber now for a spot on the podium.
Only 5 seconds.
I still, to this day, don't quite know how Raikkonen got all the way through the field like that.
This race started an hour and 20 minutes ago.
But it really was a fast Grand Prix, wasn't it?
It was flown by.
Back in the days when Monza during this era was like an hour, like 19.
Already in the first sector. Raikkonen was faster in the middle sector on his outbound by 7 tenths. 7 tenths.
He's butchering time out of Fisichella.
It's so slow after his final stop. All just heads away.
How is he going so slow? They're on the same fuel now, effectively. How is he so much slower?
A second in the first 2 sectors.
How?
1.2
Oh no.
We're watching the wrong fight here, director.
Come on. In before he cuts to Sato in 13th.
Fisichella out here feeling extra struggle-licious.
Nervously, frantically talking to Fisichella on the radio, he's out to make him to push as hard as he possibly can. They've given him some more engine brakes. Try just keep it ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. It's absolutely assured they are here for the very guard, but crucial for Renault James because Alonso can't seem to pass Weber. Well, we'll wait and see on that one.
Can we see Raikkonen?
What are you doing in the soup store? Brian's it's a simple answer. Raikkonen was a god from 03 to 08.
He was.
Yeah, that's fair reasoning.
Three seconds.
3 seconds. We are watching the wrong fight.
Oh, come on. Oh, Alonso might have him here.
I'm going to strangle this TV director after this overtake.
He's on the grass.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Jesus
goodness
Christ.
me.
What are
Okay,
these
fair
moves?
enough.
Right.
Okay,
Right
TV director,
now.
I forgive you.
No, we don't want to see Flavio.
Fuck Flavio. What a pass! Good God.
Raikkonen's. Hey, show Raikkonen.
Fisichella's head's completely gone. Yay! I also got 10,000 coins for my German Grand Prix prediction. Yay! Well done for me for predicting Valtteri Bottas second. And Kim.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Finally, the director's got the right idea. There he is.
Cue Imperial March music.
Did somebody say the Imperial March music?
No.
For there is only one, Kimmy. God, Williams, God.
1.2 seconds per lap.
Wow.
That is magical.
How is Fisichella so slow? Although, to be fair, it's not really the fact he's slow. 133 is not terrible. It's the fact that Raikkonen's doing bloody 132s out there.
131's one lap.
131.9 2 laps ago. Oh, yeah. Raikkonen's on fire.
Lap traffic. Three and a quarter laps to go.
We're here for a grandstand finish here, people.
Traffic. Fisichella is smart by picking up some slipstream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. If I was Kimmy, I'd just pull over.
Look on the grass almost. Oh, he's closed up so much now.
What was the Minardi doing? Somebody shoot Albers.
Oh, here we go.
Free to go, folks. Free to go. Where's Alex Rossi when you need him?
Is it going to be Fizzy or is it going to be Kimmy?
Hang in there, Fizzy, for dear life.
Surely you can't blow a 10-second lead.
Never. That'd be a very England football team thing to do.
Oh, he's like...
Now, like as we found out all race long, it's hard to pass around here. Where's your best chance? We'll have a turn one, maybe into spoon curve if you dare. You've not got a lot of opportunities around here.
Maybe into the hairpin middle sector.
Does he look like Kamui Kobayashi to you?
Yeah.
I now nickname it Kobayashi Corner for that very reason, due to 2012.
He had to lift through 130R.
Why
is he gone defensive?
Why is he gone defensive? There was no chance of a pass attempt there. What's Giancarlo doing?
What's he doing?
He's opened the door for him here. 2 to go over the line.
He's scared.
He's got a big run.
He's worried. Here comes Kimmy. Because he gets super defensive. No, he shuts the door.
God, man.
We have less than 8 miles of racing to go. This race ends in the next 2.5 minutes. Again, he's got to get a good run out of the spoon if he's thinking 130R. It's hard
Let's
to
see
get
if Fizzy goes defensive again.
Why? Like Fizzy opened the door last time. Like that was a gimme invitation right there. Hairpin, not this time. Kimmy taking a very wide line through the hairpin, trying to get every bit of speed he can. Down the back towards
He's
spoon.
too far back for spoon. He's
too far back this time round. But he's going to try and take as wide a line as he can. Takes a very narrow line, Kimmy. Hangs it out wide. And now the back straight towards the 130R.
I don't know if he's close enough here, but will he go defensive?
He's so much faster. He's so much faster in 7th gear, though.
Why is he going defensive?
That's a terrible line. What's he doing?
Right there. He's got to get him here.
Oh, no, and here we go. Raikkonen's going to have a run here. Fizzy got a good exit, to be fair.
Giancarlo has to go really He's gone defensive.
No. Kimmy might have one more crack.
Oh, my God.
Defensive. He almost runs Kimmy into the wall. Kimmy running outside.
What a move. Last lap.
Unbelievable.
What a move.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest passes you will ever see. To win the Grand Prix on the final lap, side by side. That's balls. I don't know how he can breathe in there when his balls are the size of grapefruits. Watermelons. Like, I don't understand this.
Oh, Raikkonen just has to settle in. He's much faster than Fisichella now.
Oh my God. Kind of crazy that we had 3 of the best passes in history in this race. That might be better than Alonso's pass. Given the context of the race, it might be.
If Fisichella hadn't lifted there would have been another massive accident.
Oh God! Again, total commitment from Raikkonen.
Yeah.
It's the whole mantra of I'm going to win this race or crash trying. Unbelievable. Round the last corner. From 18th on the grid, Kimi Raikkonen wins at Japan.
Stunning.
One of the drives of the century.
What a race.
No one has won a race from that far back since.
Never has Kimi showed so much emotion.
Oh, you could tell that one meant a lot. He knew what that meant.
Alonso comes in third, 20 seconds back.
Webber fourth. Great drive for him in the Williams. Very quiet went about this Button. The dream is dead for now in fifth. DC, solid 6th place for Red Bull.
Schumacher.
Schumacher was a rolling chicane for that entire race, but my God, was that entertaining.
Ralph comes in 8th.
Why the hell did he free stop? A rarely seen image here, kids. David Coulthard ahead of Michael Schumacher. It's like Raven and Tommy Dreamer all over again. Tommy Dreamer must never win in the same way that David Coulthard could never win a world title. It's destiny. What a drive. What a race. Those last 10 laps was a Michael Bay movie. What the hell must have been going through Kimi's mind on that final corner on the penultimate lap?
It was pretty much I'm not finishing behind Fisichella.
I refuse.
Why did Fisichella go so defensive?
Yeah, his line through that last chicane was terrible. The closing laps.
Yeah, like that. He was giving Kimi 2 extra car lengths just by parking his car there. And Henry made a very good point. I've never seen such emotion from Kimi Raikkonen, ever. What a ridiculous Grand Prix.
I don't even think he was that emotional when he won the championship in 2007.
No! He stole that world title in 08 and he wasn't that happy. One Bridgestone car in the top 10, and it's Michael Schumacher. Oh, dear. And he was 34 seconds off the win. Only 12 men on the same racing lap.
Wow. Only the Ferraris were on the leading lap on Bridgestones.
Thiago Monteiro, Dawn Boss, Carter Kane, and Albers, the 2 Johns and the 2 Minardis.
It's hardly a step.
Go on, Kimi. Give it some.
Come on. You got it. Oh, he loves that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fist bumps all around, people. Without doubt, the best of his 20 Grand Prix victories. Go, Big Ron. Give that man some dap.
Flavio Briatore stormed off the pit wall.
Man's mad salty. That was a gimme for Fisichella. That was a gimme, and he blew it.
Yeah, Fizzy threw it away.
How was he so slow on that final stint? That's all I want to know. How is he How was he a second and a half a lap slower at the end? And with that, Renault took the constructors' lead due to Montoya's DNF.
Yeah.
Remember that. It also becomes important later.
Oh,
Jensen, what happened, man? Oh, boy. Just settling down after that incredible finish here. That's Michael.
But yeah, I've never seen a team principal that angry to finish second and third.
He stormed off the pit wall.
I don't know. Have you seen Toto Wolff lately? I still love the Toto Wolff fist bump on the table. It's still world class.
Oh, that was quick getting on the podium.
Kimmy's already up there. Kimmy's like, no, getting out of the way. I'm celebrating this shit. Ron Dennis is out here crunk. Man's already had a bottle of champers, clearly. Ron Dennis is out here feeling himself. Get down, Ron.
Back when we had, like, non-digital flags.
Yeah, raise the actual flag for the national anthem of Finland. No Italian national anthem. Makes me very sad. Why'd you blow it, Giancarlo?
Oh, we'll get the British national anthem then.
Yes. Save.
God save the Queen.
Where's Gareth Southgate? He's already gone back to being full robot mode.
Ten wins in 13 Grand Prix. Win neither of the championships.
Yeah, he was either winning. He was either winning or retiring.
Yep.
Too many mechanical retirements. Raikkonen could have easily won 2 or 3 world titles.
I love the foghorns.
Jeff goes, yay, Bottas's theme.
Bottas's theme.
Haven't heard that so far this year. The Fisichella knew he blew that.
Yep.
That is the most stoic, like, 13th to 3rd you will ever see from Fernando.
Ron Dennis just faltered.
Oh god, that's gonna sting.
Kimmy got champagne in his eyes.
Oh,
That's really painful.
now you know why he was he just drinks it now. I ain't forgotten that Mexican DJ.
Oh, it's when they drop the champagne down to the team.
Yeah, they still do it in Formula 2.
Of the year, Jim? That's a contender for race of the century.
It's 14 for the Renault drivers.
Jesus Christ, bit of breaking news. Demi Lovato hospitalized for a heroin overdose. Fuck. Hope she pulls through. God bless Kimmy. He kept it close in the end, didn't he? Question for you three. That or Canada 2014? Canada, I think you mean Canada 2011, most likely. Although 14 is a pretty great race in its own right.
Yeah, it's a good race.
We don't speak of 2011 round here. Doesn't exist. Mention that race again, my eye starts twitching.
How much did you enjoy that one?
He's speechless.
Ron trying to hold it down. He's well proud today.
He's crying. He's choking up.
Bless him. I ain't never seen such emotion out of Ron either. Jesus. Then in the chat just goes, so, USA 2005, anyone?
No.
Oh.
It's almost like a relationship that you have to have when you're happy with the as well. Happy with the full off some amazing maneuvers like that amazing one.
Yeah, Ackerman was pretty good too.
That took our breath away, as did Alonso. That's really got to Ron. Because he's a racer, this is what it's so exciting. When he gets emotional,
look at those microphones.
I've not seen him like that for a long, long while. What the third, not the all of that. Run to at the end of the race, start of the last lap. Jimmy's more maneuvers and his progress were excellent. Look at that. They almost touched there as he shaved past.
Jesus.
What a move.
Yeah, Fizzy tried to literally force him off. Like, it was well past trying to make, the pass as long as possible. It was straight up pushing him towards the track edge.
Good God. As tight as you get.
Yeah, there was quite a lot happening in the process. So I was turning in the second corner and that's when we
Look how eloquent Kimmy is.
Get back to Robot Kimmy.
Back when he was when he was literally my age of 25.
And then unfortunately, something happened to him and then that point the lady was cooking.
We need to relive Thiago Monteiro's only glory.
Yeah, I was.
I'm already getting suggestions for next time. So I'm taking you guys like this then. Good to know.
We have 41 viewers.
Yeah, the room's got 41 still. And yeah, we still have 8 on the Hangout too. So thanks to you guys for sticking around. Brazil 2008, says Glennon.
Oh, no. That race was not that good.
Brazil 2012. There's a suggestion in there as well. Yeah, that was kind of a mental race, that one. Yeah.
Hulkenberg choked the win of that race.
Also, the weirdness on Twitter when you see LeBron James wishing Kyle Kuzma a happy birthday. Today is weird. Okay, if we could find it, yeah, I think we'll do Brazil 2012 next.
They must be on like Daily Motion or something.
Written 2008. I'm not watching the Lewis Hamilton curb stomper.
What if I said like Singapore 2013?
Now that's a race. Truly a modern classic. Carter, why are you so slow?
Honestly, I was pushing.
Didn't look like
so
it.
Slow.
Was that seriously all the car had left to give?
Alonso didn't make it seem like that.
No.
Yeah, but Alonso didn't go anywhere in the last 10 laps.
Any of Heinz Harold Frenson's wins. Didn't he only have one?
No, he had 3.
He had 3. Oh, he had 3, right? Quite right, actually. Shout out to my fellow William Hill colleague, my man Nino, who has accidentally locked himself out of his shop with 10 minutes before closing time.
Oh,
Whoa!
God.
I am dying. Jesus Christ, what's Lewis Hamilton put on his Instagram these days? See Brennan's Twitter for more, but he's got another boner picking a Calvin Klein vest. Oh, sweet. We do have like F1 2012 in Brazil is on Daily Motion, so
Yes, because I watched it on Daily Motion within the past month.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Daily Motion is coming through in the clutch. But as this plays out, I think we'll call the halt to proceedings in a minute. But just want to get a couple of words in real quick. Shout out to all you guys watching who's still with us. I know it's quite late in the UK now, 11:15 British time, but thanks for sticking around for so long. We'll hopefully make this a more regular thing. I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Quick plug for the show real quick as well. Episode 151 is out now, as well as the latest episode of Bike Live, episode 69. Nice. On the Saxon Ring as well. Episode 152 will be out later this week. It may or may not involve a counselling session for yours truly. Apparently, all you need for a good podcast these days is to just add water, which is the name of the episode. So that'll be up later this week, as well as episode 70 of Bike Live. I mentioned it earlier, a review of all the BSB action at Brands Hatch, and a preview of the Suzuka 8 Hours this weekend on British Eurosport. But if you haven't found us already, I'm on Twitter at Harrison101HD. King is on Twitter at Ryan Eric King. Even Henry's on Twitter at Chapman17. Follow him for all the disastrous shit. He's the hot mess of Twitter. And if you really like us, you could back us financially on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/motorsport101. $5 gets you early access to both this show, Bike Live, and a Ron Dennis with a gut, believe it or not, as seen on TV right here. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And until next time, thanks for watching. Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.